simulated countdown.
Lunchtime, kids! Hello, friends. It's lunchtime.
Well, it feels weird, but it feels good. I'm back. This is Josh. It's been a while since I've been able to be on the lunch break show. Thank you guys for allowing me the opportunity to come in here and to join you in the goodness that is the lunch break show. I appreciate it.
Everybody should be
excited
about the goodness that is.
Goodness. We have a couple of quick topics. First off, I want to introduce, if you're unfamiliar with the show, we have Matt sitting right here beside me. We have Anna over there. Hello, Anna.
Hello.
Zach is in the booth. Hello, Zach. You're working on a new program for our show. How's everything going?
Yeah, so far so good. Can you hear me? Is that actually?
I can hear you just loud and clear. And then also you'll see in the shadows there is Derek hiding behind. He is being trained on the same said software.
The Robin to our Batman.
Yeah, the Robin to our Batman.
Don't
Perfect.
tell people about him. They won't notice if you don't. It's fine.
Let me know when it's time to jump in when our guest arrives for the exclusive Hedgehog update.
Exclusive.
So far, no show. I heard they were pretty prompt guests, but so far I'm disappointed.
So far, no good. We have so there's some rumors going around about There's some stories going on about hedgehogs causing salmonella.
I'll call it rumors.
What hasn't been causing salmonella these days? I'll be honest.
I think, if anything, salmonella can come from anywhere. From what it sounds like.
Right. Don't eat a hedgehog salad.
It's like it's like cancer. You can get it. There's nothing you can do. It's just gonna happen.
Might as well just roll with it.
God, just expect it. So we have someone on staff here at Real News PR who has a hedgehog. And now they are in full panic mode about this hedgehog.
Are they though?
I
didn't get that impression.
I haven't talked to her about it, but let me tell you, when I heard this story, this is the first thing I thought. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see the panic, because that's the most exciting part. I'm sure it's fine, right?
I mean, she's easily excitable as it is, so you give her a reason to get worried, and she's just like my wife, very easily excitable. So if you give her something to actually be worried about, like if they ever said adorable Pomeranians are giving people salmonella, she would freak out because we have an adorable Pomeranian. So it makes sense.
So not to blow the entire story, but it does say that if you just don't kiss your hedgehog, you should be okay. So don't tongue kiss your hedgehog and you're all right?
No promises.
Is that? I mean, it seems like avoidable. Is all I'm saying.
They're so cute though. You can't help but be like, oh, let's.
Why have cute things if you can't kiss them?
You know, personally, I think
that's my wife.
The government's I think the government's been shut down, and they haven't been looking at lettuce, and TSA hadn't been checking bags. You know what I think this is? I think this is fake news. This is somebody in the pocket of Big Hedgehog who doesn't want you kissing hedgehogs.
No more kissing hedgehogs.
Yeah,
someone in the pocket of Big Hedgehog.
What else can't we kiss?
Yeah, coming up next at 5.
Yeah,
what's it all for?
So while we wait for our
thing you're kissing could kill you.
While we wait for our guest to arrive, another holiday icon is now gone for Valentine's Day. This candy that we have all looked forward to getting, at least in the children's category of Valentine's Day gift.
Yeah.
This was a mainstay.
The candy corn of February.
Yeah, the little candied sugared hearts that said "Be mine" on them. Apparently kaput.
What? Hold on. Wait, where'd you get this story from? This sounds like
Matt
fake
Stoker.
News.
Yeah,
MattStoker.com.
I reported this story myself.
Yeah.
Well, no. So this happened when we took last week off. So this happened when we were gone last week. Krispy Kreme has stepped in to fill the void. They're going to make little hearts, but the real story is, the company that creates those, Be Mine, Say Yes, Kiss Me. I don't know, kind of almost problematic in this day and age.
But
maybe
you could change up the verbiage. Be like,
yeah.
can I
please consent?
Yeah, like you can make the words fit today's socioeconomic environment. Fine.
Yeah.
Our environment to fit.
I think that actually would be fascinating, is to create a modern day.
Yeah.
Like, would it be just like a Facebook thumbs up or something like that?
Oh no, you could totally lean into it. Have one of them say like toxic masculinity, and the other one like the patriarchy would be a good one. Like,
Better
that'd be fun.
man, and the best a man can be.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Gillette.
Just
Gillette.
lean into it.
Hashtag me too.
But yeah, no, that company has. I don't know if they've gone bankrupt or if they've just gone out of business or they don't have the ability to produce. But those will not be around. I mean, if you do see them around, be warned that they're probably from last year. I would assume, because they're not producing new ones.
How many knockoff companies are making those things? Like, I guarantee you'll see them somewhere from some brand you've never heard of, made in Bangladesh. Or probably Mexico. They wouldn't ship them from Bangladesh. I mean, it's like candy corn. If they were like, oh, candy corn's going away, it's like, no, it's not.
Becoming like
Check
a
spelling.
weird
It doesn't just not be
political.
around.
Yeah.
Like, those things are. That's like when the Twinkie was going out, right? And Hostess was like, we're going under. No more Twinkies. Like, a company bought them. They made Twinkies. Like, they didn't just go away. You know,
Yeah.
they're a
clamoring for
staple
these?
in American history. There's American as apple pie.
I don't. Okay, I disagree with a lot of what you just said, but the main thing is, for me, if I was sitting around a boardroom and I'm on the board of whatever this Candy Heart company is, and you say, hey, we're gonna have to close our doors, I would go, great. March 1st, we'll close our doors.
Yeah, get another run.
couple million in off of, or million, whatever, like 5, 10, 100 million off of these Valentine's Day specials. Especially if you say, hey, after this, we're closing our doors. This is the last you're going to get a chance to, like, make some sort of, like, who just lets, that's a huge ball to drop.
There is no way that company is running so lean that they sell through their entire inventory every year, right?
No.
They got to have a warehouse full of those stupid things.
Yeah.
Or maybe this was actually a marketing stunt, and they're like, well, sales are low, so we're gonna skip a year so that everyone actually wants, to kind of like come back to them and buy them. Maybe this is a very clever marketing stunt.
But you're still not making money for a year. Like, you're still having to, like, lay everyone off. I guess how...
Maybe they weren't making money anyway.
Yeah, maybe they weren't making money, and this was like, you know what? This is like a company coming up. I'm like, well, we could keep production going, but we're gonna make it count. This year, nope. Next year, everyone will be running after them.
That is a good point. Talk about a dry season. My God, it's got to be what, 10 months out of the year you don't sell any candy. Like, it's exclusively linked to one holiday.
And again, like, I don't know why you just don't change it up. Like, Merry Christmas, and like you could like put different words.
You can make
on
trees.
those. Yeah.
Look, Reese's has done it. They make a different. They make a different shape for
and
every season.
They're delicious.
They are.
Yeah, year after year.
The Reese's peanut butter egg, the king of the Reese's peanut butter cup.
Like, if you
Fight me if you don't agree.
If you can't figure that out, you don't deserve to be a company. After a quick break, when we come back, we have a headline that says, a man looks so good, he got fired. So we're going to dip into that when we come right back on the lunch break.
Better watch out. Oh.
Intro music. Who knows how to get me to break? Anybody can show me how to do that on this wacky software? I'm coming in.
Yeah, just click on one of the break videos and hit cut.
Oh, so it just starts playing on one of those?
It does.
My God, that music. There it is. All right. How about this one? I think I did it.
We'll hear it.
Who says we don't need practice?
Well, I know it's playing.
There it is.
I'm dying in this country ass up town.
Practice, what is up? That's because it's hot outside. Stuff like that happens.
But mostly clear skies. That's not a cloud. Whoa, there's right there. There's a spider.
Significant rainfall on the way and for our area. So oh my gosh, that was creepy.
Deputies tell us 2 vehicles collided up there, and f***ing bee on me. F***ing bee just bit me. F***ing bee stung me. Look, f***ing bee stung me.
Okay. This could be okay.
I love those videos because I can picture myself in that same scenario.
Oh, yeah.
I hate bees. Bees hate me.
I run, man.
It is a mutual, like, hatred.
How do you deal with it?
Yeah, I run, yeah. So here's the deal. For me, I remember being in the 3rd grade, and I lived in like the backwoods of Jacksonville. It wasn't even the town; it was the county. So I lived in Cherokee County, no town.
Yeah,
just lived in the county.
Jacksonville's already backwoods.
Yeah, so take
there ain't no forward woods.
Go outside of Jacksonville where there's no police. It's just like everyone. It's the Wild West. And I was out there running around in the back. I think I was like playing Peter Pan or whatever it was, and I stepped on a bumblebee hole, which I didn't know bumblebees lived underground.
They do.
Yeah. Oh. So and then I took my foot off of the bumblebee hole. And like 1 million bumblebees came out of the ground and came after me. And again, not being the most physically fit third grader, I ran as fast as I could back to the house. I was stung like 3 or 4 times in that process. I get back inside the house. One of them still the whole way. Like it felt like 4 or 5 miles. It was probably like a half mile. But still, came inside the house and was like still actively chasing me to get me.
Yeah.
My mom was like swatting at it.
This guy was like the Usain Bolt of
he wasn't giving up. And so I ended up having to get like a baking soda bath because I had all these like welts on me from being stung. And soon after, I got pneumonia. And in my head, I've always tied bumblebee attacks with getting pneumonia.
Yeah.
And it's been
salmonella.
Yeah, it's been a hatred ever since. I hate them. They hate me. Even to this day, when I have to like kill wasps or whatever, I still stand like as far back as humanly possible.
Oh, that spray
and
is,
then spray.
That spray
like
is the best thing in the world.
50 foot, like whatever it is.
There's one now that that not only sprays them, but it makes like a cocoon around them.
Oh, perfect.
And so like they can't get away because that's the problem with the sprays. Like if you don't hit them dead on,
nope.
They're on you.
Yeah.
So this one like hits and it just makes a foam like cocoon. It's like I got you.
Yeah.
I tell you what's garbage is going to the zoo because bees love the zoo for whatever reason. There's like 1 million bees around every trash can at the zoo.
Yep.
And I'm like, I guess I'm not throwing my trash away.
Nope. Just leave it here on the
floor. I'll throw it into the tiger pen.
Yeah.
Bees are not meant to attack you. Only wasps or the other one that is also like kind of like orange, like yellowish. Bees are not meant to attack you.
I inherently I understand that.
Yeah.
Like in my head I understand it. My heart doesn't know that.
The best is just to play dead. You just
play
like
dead?
Yeah. You just stay there.
Bees.
You just don't move. You just like chill. It will like go around you, and then it will carry on.
Well, you just mean like stand. You don't mean like literally fall over on the ground.
I mean like just like stand still.
No. That's not the move. The move is to punch that bee right out. That's what you do. You make a fist, thumb out, all right, so you don't hurt yourself, and you just swat.
You don't
want
to break your thumb.
You bop him on the nose, and you show him who's boss. Those things have lived for thousands of years, all right. And the way I see it, they're smart enough to know you don't mess with the big guy.
Yeah, the colonized bees, the ones that like actively went after and killed you. What was that movie where that poor kid died in the woods?
Oh, Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, from a bee attack.
What is that movie?
That was My Girl.
My Girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember, like in the mid '90s when killer bees were a thing, and they were making like TV movies.
Yeah,
I don't know if.
There's a whole thing, killer bees.
Africanized, weaponized killer bees.
I wasn't going to say that first part, but yeah.
It's true.
That doesn't make a difference.
Well, anyway, it was like some strain of bee from Africa mixed with another strain of bee.
Yeah, and
they became a killer bee.
Yeah, they were thirsty for blood. They were out to kill some things.
Yeah, there was a TV movie I remember very well. I recorded it off of VHS. I watched it again. This fed into my fear of bees. But they were like swarming in through the vents of a car. They were like attacking a dude on a tractor or riding lawnmower or something like that. It was horrifying.
Yeah, and I know there's bee people out there that would vehemently disagree.
A bee apologist.
A bee apologist. But for me, I've been attacked by bees. I wasn't trying to harm any bees. I don't go up to like a beehive and throw. But I didn't know they're underground, like little up in the high up like every other bee in the world.
They're like Bigfoot, and then like let's show him the way. That's what happened.
Okay, but let's just turn this around. So let's just say some giant creature, 100 times my size, steps on my house. Do I go, well, all right, and swarm after him? No, I go, hey, I'm sorry, like I'm gonna leave you alone.
My bad.
See, that's that punch mentality.
Yeah.
See, if I don't know any better, I go poking around and he bops me on the nose, and I go, you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. Lesson learned. Yeah, we'll mosey along in our own bee way.
It is. I mean, when you put it that way, it is super impressive the power that a bee has over a human being.
Oh, it's like an elephant and a mouse. Right?
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be like us killing something, or not killing something, but like scaring something off that is 100 times our size. By shooting at it, like that doesn't seem reasonable. But a bee can knock you out.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the story is a guy claimed he's in New York that his sexuality. His raw sexuality, his rugged good looks, got him a pink slip, and the pink slip was for not cheating on his wife.
Really?
Got fired for not having an affair with his wife.
Hold on.
So,
no, with not having an affair with his wife.
So Zach, I'll have you look it up. It's the guy's name. You can just search for New York Post. I was fired for refusing to cheat on my wife. So it's pretty on the nose.
Matt, is there a good way to pull up a like a website, or do I just throw it on the screen over there and cut to?
You could do that. You could also, if you find the exact link, you can add an input called a website. We're doing some live production here.
At the bottom.
That's one of the
New York
inputs.
Post. Okay.
Yeah.
New York Post. And it's literally, I was fired for not cheating on my wife.
So what's the story here? There was a.
So this guy who's ruggedly handsome.
Is he?
He's okay. He's not. I wouldn't say he's ruggedly
very
handsome.
Greek.
He looks very normal to me.
Very Greek.
He looks like somebody.
Yeah.
He has Greeks. I don't know. Like
I see that guy. I think Greek.
Anna is from Portugal, so she's allowed to.
I'll let her say it. It's racist if we say it.
I know a lot of Greek people, so that's I'm like his thing.
I know a lot of great people, but I know. So this guy said he got a job as a real estate agent, and at I believe it says his name is the Christie's International Real Estate.
Oh, wow, fancy.
And a lot of the girls there were hitting on him overtly. Making advances at him, and he declined them. And then when he went to management and said, "Hey, I'm tired of being harassed and getting touched inappropriately, and I want this to stop," they fired him on the spot.
That seems unreasonable.
There he is. This guy right here.
His hair looks like a little bit of a mess.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Well, he's not suited up. When he suited up, though, I mean, you couldn't resist. A lot of things, and again, I go to this. A lot of things when I hear the story, my natural reaction is to say lies, fake news.
Fake news.
Right. Yeah.
But,
this is the kind of thing that the New York Post might.
Yeah, but I want to turn this around on its head, and if this was a female who was making this claim and was fired, we'd all be instantly outraged.
Of course.
So I want to give this guy the Benny of the D, and
as you do,
and assume that maybe he's telling the truth. I just know. In my experience, being another ruggedly handsome man, very few women have, and by very few I mean none, have thrown themselves at me. And I've known men who are very attractive, and I don't know that girls go around and do that as a general rule. And maybe one or two is like an offshoot, but in my experience of 20 years in the workplace, I haven't seen a lot of women say, "He's so handsome I can't control myself. I have to like grab his behind," or like that doesn't seem like a lot of things don't click up. If it was like a one-off, like, hey, there was one crazy girl, okay,
yeah,
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that. But he's saying multiple girls in this real estate firm couldn't keep their hands off him because he's so handsome.
Anna, any thoughts?
As the only female.
On the panel.
Be honest. Maybe he's just such a nice guy that women confuse, being nice to just being flirty. And they were being flirty back. That's the only reason why I would think a lot of women would be inclined to think that. Other than that, I mean,
so
common sense.
Are you saying that Matt and Zach and I and Derek aren't nice guys? Because you're saying a nice guy is, and that's why he's getting hit on.
Lord, the railroading. Anna, you don't have to answer that question. Don't justify Alan's response.
No, you're saying he's a nice guy.
No, I'm saying maybe he's such a nice guy. Like maybe the way he treats women. I actually have a friend.
So you're victim blaming him.
I think you're victim blaming him. Hold on a second.
Well, you're all victim blaming.
No, I just think that he's being nice and just what happened here?
That may have been me.
Okay.
And just, women are just kind of like, oh my God, he's one of a kind. He's just too kind. And
So do you think that then, like, they're being nice back and he's interpreting that as them flirting with him? Or do you think they're being
maybe
much
they
more
are
overt?
actually flirting. I don't know. This is New York, y'all. Like, everyone hits on everybody.
It's the concrete jungle.
Yeah.
It's a concrete jungle.
It's wild out there.
Come on. And real estate is a job that, you talk to people a lot of time. You can't be like shy or whatever. Maybe he's just practicing his like chit chat techniques. I don't know.
So
I don't know.
when I saw that he worked in real estate, I was thinking that maybe the company was like, "Hey, a client was trying to flirt with you, and you pushed them away, and you lost a sale." That would be a ridiculous reason to lose your job, but I could see the chain of thought where it's like, be nice to the client, make them feel loved, and get the sale, and be done with it. But that's not what he's saying has happened. He's saying it was other employees,
fellow employees.
I'm really curious. Does it give like the reason they gave him why
he said that the accusations were vague and non-specific allegations regarding social interactions in the workplace, that he was looked down upon at Christie's, and so he's like basically saying there's nothing to his claim at all. But in the story that he said that it was very specific. I was either touched or talked about. And I've worked around a lot of females before, and obviously I know I'm probably not the guy that I was back in my early 20s. But I don't think that even guys who were like have that charisma that some guys have. I don't think there's ever been a huge complaint about guys being like, "Hey, I'm being sexually harassed at the workplace."
Right. I mean, women normally don't feel empowered by society to just, if you look at like TV ads and movies and everything, normally the man is instilled to, hey, sweetie, women don't tend to do that. Even though real estate is more predominantly women.
Well, yeah, but this is a woman in a position of power. In New York City, the concrete jungle where dreams are made of. I mean, like, maybe this woman, thank you, Josh, maybe this woman climbed her ranks to the top with some unconventional methods, and now that she's there, she's thinking to herself, you know what, this is just how business is done, all right? Maybe this guy is totally innocent.
So his complaint is he had been hugged, kissed, and
asked to pinky swear. I saw that.
Yeah, yeah. And
pinky swear?
So they can get physical contact with hands.
Yeah,
but either way,
blood oath.
Again, I think if there was one female out there who was doing it, and he said, "Hey, there's just one person," then fine. But he's saying multiple people are doing it. And then that to me just seems like, eh.
It sounds like if this were the case, it sounds like they were like, "You're too much trouble. You're a pain."
Yeah.
Like you're coming in here and just complaining about every single woman in the office hitting on you. Come on, get out of here. We don't need this.
Come on, son.
Come on, son.
So that's one of those deals. And again, I hope they investigate and he gets his day in court to say his piece. And if there is a group of just women that work for Christie's and they're going hog wild and dudes, and they get stopped immediately, and this gets rectified. We have another good idea, bad idea, a Valentine's Day stunt by a company that I think is going to go horribly wrong. We'll come right back to that after this break.
Él va a ser el que me va a atacar, por supuesto yo voy a ser el que se va a defender, ¿sí? Del ataque con cuchillo. El primer ataque va a ser yo bloqueo. Ahora, te voy a atacar, sí, ataque. Ahí va, yo bloqueo, paso por abajo y en ay, pará, no, ya, cruz, ahí, no. Yo tengo cuando atacar porque si no, no puedo hacer. Pará, ataca ahora. Yo defiendo. Ay, no, te ataco, cruz, ¿ves? No, atacar con cuchillo, ahí va, defiendo con patada, ahí. ¿En serio, gordo? Sí, ahí, eso, ahí, ahora sí, perfecto. Bueno, va, pará.
So much goodies in there.
I would hire him to come in to teach staff safety.
Absolutely.
Just to see.
Just to watch it?
Yeah, live. To see that. Because, again, he's right. Like, yeah, I'm not going to out of your hand. I'm still going to slap you in the face. Like, it's still.
Yeah. I love
those.
that he was like, oh, lower. When he can't.
Right, he can't quite get the kick up there.
I'm like, oh my God, what is rehearsing for?
It's in theory. You could do it.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, "Excuse me, sir, trying to rob me. Can you lower that?
If you can lower that down
Thank
just
you.
below my belt, that'd be awesome.
My sciatic nerve is killing me.
Just for the purpose of demonstration.
So I read about this stunt. It wasn't in the prep service that we use, but it was a stunt that they're looking for. Again, this is more subjectification, of men. They're looking for hot guys to deliver Valentine's Day in their underwear.
Okay.
Like the whole day?
Yeah, I think this is a horrible idea.
I think so too.
Yeah.
What? What's this horrible?
Because look, a guy thought this up. A guy goes, "Hey, here's an idea for the ladies." Just because guys would love to have a girl come in here in lingerie and like give them
That's capitalism.
Yeah, check.
Yeah.
But the reverse does not work. I know of very few women who'd want to see me in my underwear bringing in Valentine's Day. And even if you got a hot guy, they're still like, what do you wear? Boxer briefs? Do you wear what underwear? It's all.
Is this happening at the office? Like it's like a.
If you're delivering Valentine's Day, where are you going to deliver Valentine's Day gifts?
Right.
So it has to be at the office.
I gotta be honest.
Well,
a
friend had some romantic music to play right now.
Wait, do we have anything good?
Right.
No.
Hold on.
I don't know what's in there.
I don't either.
Okay.
Nope.
Ooh.
Hold on.
All right. So.
Yeah, I'll take that.
A friend of mine organized something for a friend that you may say that's not office appropriate, but she did. She managed to kind of call in a stripper for a friend's birthday.
Male?
Male stripper. And where did this take action? In the office. So, London.
Oh, it's in London?
Those UK.
That's still
Doesn't count.
I was going to say, can we get them on the show? Can we call them up?
If that flies, what having people in underwear doing deliveries can fly as well.
Was there any sort of fallout? Like, were they like, don't send a stripper to the office anymore?
No, I mean,
Just
she still
another
works
day?
there. Everyone still works there. If they are not working there, it's because they decide to go somewhere else. But honestly, like, I was like, what are you talking about?
But Europe is much more open to that than America is. Like, that would not fly, just heads up here. Like, hey, funny joke, I'm sending, a strippergram to Jeff, our CEO. Would not be.
I disagree, and I'll have an argument for such shortly. Let me get some images together. You keep going.
Would be a horrible idea.
Wait.
I'll present my case shortly.
Yeah. But I just go back to, I think that is like, men think that women are just like them, and they're not. And they're not as visual as we are.
It's just thinking it's objectifying people.
Yeah, in general. And again, I get you can find some ripped, abbed out guy to walk in here and serve you candies. And it may be funny, but it's not going to be like, it's not going to like get you in the mood for later on.
It's going to last way too long.
yeah. And it's just so many things could go wrong. It's just a bad idea.
I did the Valentine delivery thing in high school once, where people would hire me out. Well, not just me, but like other people. I was part of a group that did it. And we would go around to the classrooms. Like, we would just take time off during class and go around and deliver chocolate. Like, oh, Billy loves Sally, and so here's Billy sending Sally a singing telegram. So we would go into the classroom and sing like love songs to them in the middle of class.
What?
And deliver chocolates.
Oh, that's
looking back on it,
awesome.
I'm like, I don't know why I did this, but we were not asked to disrobe, which I feel like would be shunned in Springtown High School.
Should be, yeah.
I would think so. At the time, I mean, no one was asking me to, but I can't say that I would or wouldn't have.
I did this once as a radio bit, but I was in a white tuxedo. And so we did, like, you could email, and like the best stories, I would go around and deliver like flowers or chocolates to people at work, and we'd have the whole thing like filmed, and I would like serenade them at their office. I'm not a good singer. Yeah. So I'm not a good singer. So it was more embarrassing than it was romantic. But we talk about it the next day and like play clips of it and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But again, no one was like, that's so thoughtful. So I was like, oh, this guy's like obviously playing a prank. And I think most of it was like, it was for people who didn't have Valentines. So if you didn't have a guy to send you flowers or whatever it is.
Oh, okay.
What is y'all's thought on this? And did we talk about this last year around Valentine's Day?
I don't know.
Because my wife hates flowers because flowers just die. So there's no point in getting me flowers. Like, it's not something
Like
I can
everything.
use.
She prefers plants.
Yeah.
She's a more practical woman.
I mean, not really plants, because those die too at our house. Plants don't live long. But she like tangible things you can keep. Like a pair of Uggs would be great. Or like a DVD or something that she'd be wanting to watch. We don't buy DVDs now. But, whatever it is. Like something like tangible she loves. But things that aren't, or at least like chocolates, I can enjoy them.
Yeah.
Like taste them,
Dinner.
eat them. Yeah, dinner. Great. But flowers are a card. It's like a card is like...
For a second, I thought you said a car, and I'm like, a car? You will drop a car?
Yeah. Just give me the $5 in an envelope. Don't worry about buying the card. So, very practical in that regard. What are y'all's thoughts on Valentine's Day as it is, like in the corporate world of gift buying?
I feel like we always downplay it at my house, where it's like, oh, we don't need to do anything for Valentine's Day, and then it gets to be 2 days prior, and the questions start being asked, what are we doing for Valentine's Day? Are we going out for dinner? Are we doing I'm like, wow, we said we weren't going to do anything. And of course, like I'm always caught by this trap. I don't know why I'm still caught by this trap 8 years in, but I am, where it's like, you said you didn't want to do anything and now you do. So usually the flowers thing is difficult in our house because our cats just eat the flowers. Yeah. So that doesn't really work. But something like dinner or something like that. I rarely buy anything that I can look back and say that was a Valentine's Day gift. It's just more like, let's go have a nice dinner, or let's make something nice at home, or whatever.
Anna?
I actually hate Valentine's. I think is kind of a...
Wow.
I don't like it just because it's such a pressure for everybody. It's like, well, if you're single, if you're in a relationship, everything around you is like, if you don't buy anything for your other half, you are a monster. I mean, like, it's just wrong. To me, it has more intent if, for instance, anyone would do anything besides that day.
It's
right?
it's consumerism driven by corporate greed, Anna. That's
Absolutely.
The issue. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. I would, in my opinion, I think it's way more meaningful to do any thought or any gesture any other day of the year. For that, like, it's almost like it's lame because you're feeling the pressure from everything. It's like, we might as well do something, otherwise we're gonna feel left out. So everything that happens in the office, I mean, like, if someone comes in with a bunch of flowers for someone else, I'm like, oh, okay, cute, that's nice. But I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, how come my husband did not give me flowers or anything?
So here's a hack. You guys are ready for a hack? I've done this a handful of times. It works great. So the whole thing about Valentine's Day, even my wife and I are on the same page, just like you. It's kind of a pressure. Nothing makes sense. You spend way too much to go out to eat. But the problem is everyone else does something. And so when you're talking to your friends, oh, what did you guys do for Valentine's Day? To say, oh, we didn't do anything. Yeah. You feel like your husband's a bum. And so to avoid your partner being a bum, here's what I do. I make food at home. Like, well, before we had kids, we would make food at home, like pasta or something like kind of nice. Eat at the house, talk, and then we'd go out someplace fancy for cocktails and dessert.
Yeah, and that's a good way to do it.
So that way, when your friends go, hey, where did you guys go for Valentine's Day? Oh, we went to the mansion, or we went to, Roy. We went someplace nice
and got a water,
and got water, and then left. But we went there. And so it looks and feels like, oh, okay, you and your relationship is on track, and you guys don't have to spend, because that's for my wife. Like, it's all prefixed. Like, all the Valentine's menus are all a prefixed menu, and as a vegetarian for her, like, she's like, there's nothing on there that I want to eat. Nothing's custom, so it's like, there's no point in going out on Valentine's Day and eating because it's all like ridiculous.
I have thoughts about this. Yeah.
Okay, go.
I think. There's a lot I don't like about Valentine's as a holiday. I think it is petty, and I think it's small, and I think it's. I mean, it really is.
Don't hold back.
It's similar to kind of like Christmas. Like, go out and buy something and spend money on stuff you wouldn't need, like stupid candy hearts that are so pointless they go out of business when they're not running the 2 months out of the year. But at the same time, the other night I got home. It was a Friday. It was a it was a week, as all weeks go at work. This one was a little bit more taxing than others. And I was beat. I was tired, and I got home, and Christine was at home, and I said, "Hey, what do you want to do for dinner?" She's, "Oh, I figured we could go out." I was like, "You know what? That's a great idea. We should totally do that. Like, let's go out and hang out and just talk and like be us." And so we go out to dinner. We don't get our phones out or anything, and we just hung out and had like a date night. I haven't done that in like forever, and I had forgotten how long it had been since we did it, because you get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, and you get stuck on things that matter, but maybe don't matter as much as the important things that can be pushed to the back burner sometimes. And if Valentine's is a holiday that reminds us that, hey, those things matter too, and you should appreciate it, then, how bad is it, really? How tough is it to be like, hey, what, let's go out. Yeah, it's a stupid holiday, but like, why not? Let's just go have some fun, just the two of us, and do our thing. You don't have to spend money to do that. But the important thing is that you spend the time with the person that you should be spending time with.
It's a built-in excuse to go do something, right? Like, I think to Anna's point, yeah, you shouldn't be negligent the entire rest of the year and say, I'm going to send you a bunch of flowers and candy on Valentine's and we're square, right? But it could be either a day to say, yeah, we're gonna make plans to have a date night, or we're gonna do something out of the ordinary than we normally would do. If you normally fix dinner at home, like Josh was saying, maybe you then have dessert at a nice place, or maybe you do spring for the nice dinner. If you want to every once in a while, or just something a little something extra. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
I never liked the attitude where it was, and I guess I get this is personal for everybody, but the people who like happen to be single on Valentine's Day and they get all hurt about it and they complain about it online and things like that. Like, I'm sorry if you're single and you don't want to be, but like it doesn't have to be that way. You can also do it with your friends. I mean, my grandma used to make me Valentine's stuff every year just to be like, say I love you. So awesome. Like I think it can be whatever you want it to be, right? Like it doesn't have to be this is my spouse or this is my
that's true.
significant other.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a $400 affair or anything. No. Like it's whatever's important to you, I think.
There you go.
I'm actually very
curious
special
to hear episode of the lunch break.
To hear what Derek thinks. It's been so quiet.
Well, Derek doesn't have a mic, so
Derek,
he'll talk when we're getting ready.
Derek is single, so he's the one of us who is.
Exactly.
Is he ready to mingle, though?
Derek, hot thoughts, please.
Are you single and ready to mingle?
What am I talking about again? Valentine's Day?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on Valentine's Day?
like the head bob.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, my Valentine's Day, this is going to be the first year in a while that I'm going to be by myself. So
the options.
There's a lot of options. Maybe I'll go out that night. I don't know. Maybe I'll stay home and feel lonely. Who knows?
Maybe I'll cry myself to sleep.
Yeah.
We'll find out. Tune in for more.
Maybe me and Jack Daniels will have a Valentine's Day night.
Yeah.
Game time decision.
But like, I think a good deal. Like I've always like go to the places that are underpopulated on Valentine's. Go to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Burger King.
Okay. Buffalo Wild Wings.
You're gonna hit up like a 2 for $6 deal, right? Burger King, get a Whopper for you and your date, or just yourself.
Yeah.
Nacho fries are back at Taco Bell. Get some nacho fries.
Boom.
Taking myself on a date.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the best thing you can do for yourself.
Treat yourself, Derek. Treat yourself. Love yourself this Valentine's Day. That's what we want to say.
So you want to go to a B Double Dub on Valentine's Day?
Yeah. Double down. Get some wings. get a couple beers in you.
Yeah.
See where the night goes.
Some heart-shaped wings.
Yeah.
Shout out to B Double Dub. That's the first time I ever heard that. That's
what is
Buffalo
this?
Wild Wings.
Wonderful. What is
Buffalo
this?
Wild Wings.
Yeah, come on, guys. B Double Dub.
Yeah, B Double Dub.
I knew
Get
you were
with
going with
it.
that. There you go. That is our
course you
show
did.
for today. We're going to call it quits a little bit early. I'll see you again next Friday. We're going to have Derek, I think, running the board next Friday, all by himself. So tune in, strap in. Could be a wild ride. That's the Lunch Break Show. I am Josh. That is Matt, Anna, and Zach with Derek on the training wheels over there.
Derek on the ones and twos.
Have a great weekend and a great week, and I'll see you on Friday.